didn't realize I was on. Messing with the phone. I'm so sorry. I did not realize I had mashed the go live button. Facebook, please forgive me. I was trying to fix my phones because I was sitting outside and messing with my other phone. Hi, Evangelist. I was messing with my other phone on Instagram. So hello, good evening. How are you all doing? My name is LC Lawana Kofor, coming to you live with Love Thyself. And tonight I just wanted to come on just a few minutes to encourage someone to be the best you. Oftentimes we deal with a lot of things and we don't think about ourselves and give ourselves enough credit in becoming the best version of ourselves. So in the month of September, it is a good time to start becoming the best you, being the best version of yourself, because you deserve it. And God is ready to do some exciting things, some big things, not just for me, but for you. One of my lives, God had said to me a new thing one morning when I had awakened. And so I've been excited, and hearing others talk about God is getting ready to do a big thing, then I'm so excited. But you know that we have to posture ourselves and be in a place that we can receive and watch what we're saying, making sure we're speaking the right words to ourselves, over ourselves. I came on last night and I was asking the viewers and the replayers to do something good for themselves today. What's something that you have done today that you can feel proud of? We don't pat ourselves on the back enough for what we do. Most of the time we're beating ourselves up because we don't feel like we did it well, or we didn't do it right, or we could have put more forth the effort and we could have done things better, or I could have said things better, that was not right. You know, we just make all type of excuses. And so I just wanted to talk about you being the best you, becoming a better version of yourself. What does that look like to you, becoming a better version of yourself? What does that look like? You know, when we was a little girl, we dreamed of, when we grow up, you know, we want to be married, we want to have babies, we want to live in this nice big house, we want to do that. So what does that look like to you today? Or when you was growing up, who is that person that you wanted to become? Who is this ideal person that you want to be today? And what is stopping you? What is in your way? Why you cannot get there? What is holding you back? What is it that you're believing? Why you can't walk in confidence? Why you don't believe yourself? Why you don't trust yourself? We don't often trust ourselves and our thoughts and our decisions and what we say. So we look for approval. We look for someone else to give us the answer, have the answer, prophesy to us, to help us with our faith. And we only need just a little bit of faith. We only need just a little bit of faith. Hello to everyone that has came in. But we only need a little faith, but we don't trust ourselves because we have made so many bad decisions, or we didn't get it right the first time. Excuse me. So we don't trust ourselves to make the right decision and do the right thing. So what is it that is holding you back from becoming your best you, a better version of yourself? And who is it that you would like to become, or who you have dreamed of being when you was little? Who is that little girl? Where is that little girl that you dreamed of, that you wanted to be? Are you ready to embrace her? Are you ready to embrace where you are and accept her, you, today? We have to change our mindset, for one, and what we're thinking, our thoughts towards ourselves. And I've been coming on talking about self-acceptance. Non-acceptance wasn't acceptable. Not accepting who you are. Because all we have to do is begin to just work on who we are and where we at and what we want. What is that goal? You know, people say sometimes the sky's the limit, but there's no limit in God. What is your goal that you wanted to achieve this year? Are you achieving that goal? We start off the year focusing on ourselves. We focus on ourselves. And at the beginning of the year, we have this goal where we want to lose weight, where some of us want to go to school. Some of us have goals and things that we want to do for ourselves, but we get caught up in everyday life and living and work and stuff like that, and we forget about those things. But I just want you to focus on you a little bit. I just want you to pay attention to your needs and what you want. I understand the kids have needs. The kids need things, and you need to do things for the children and your mate, your husband. But the month of September, I want you to try to start doing things for yourself and work on it, embrace her and accept her right just where you are. Even in your imperfection, right where you are. Begin to accept her, embrace her, be kind to her. Say nice things to her. Even when you mess up, say nice things to her. Even when you did something that you shouldn't have done, begin to embrace her. Because when you start accepting you right where you are and start embracing her, my God will do so many things. Evangelist said, "You are right about that. I was sitting here thinking, as a little girl, I can't even remember having a dream of what or who I wanted to be. I had no thought of that. Therefore, I believe that where I am today, it had to come from God, because I had no dream. I had no goals as a child." And that's true, and that's good, because as a child, we're in a place. Like me, I'm the youngest. Hi, Bridget. I'm the youngest of 9. I'm the baby. And imagine me being the youngest of 9. I just never thought that I would reach those goals. I always wanted more. I always wanted to be more. I looked at others, looked at TV and desired more. But I just thought that I would never have it. I thought that I could never do it. But like Evangelist said, but God, because of learning and knowing who God is and who I am in God, I learned to embrace me. I learned to accept her and all her imperfection, because I was one that wanted to do all the things the right way, that wanted to get it right the first time, and I beat myself up and was so hard on myself when I didn't do it right, or I think that something was wrong, or no one said anything, just approval of other people. And so for a long time I didn't embrace her. Hey, Pastor Christy, I didn't embrace her. I didn't love her. I gave her a hard time. I was negative. I did self-sabotage, negative thoughts, and just gave myself a hard time. But today, because we know Christ, and if you don't, inbox me, but we know Christ, and we may have an idea or a glimpse of who we are in Him, and therefore there are so many things that He wants to release to us. And because I know that I was in a place one time, I was so messed up in my mind, with imperfection and self-sabotage and negative self-talk, that critic, that mind, that negativity talk that you have and you give yourself every day because you don't have, and you feel like you can't get there, or you can't be this, or God don't love you because things haven't changed for you, but you can have that dream now. You did not have it when you was younger, but you can have that dream now. There is so much God wants to release to you, and I was saying that we just need to be in a receiving stage and posture ourselves in a place to receive what God is wanting to do. Don't let it stop you because when you was a little girl you didn't think, you didn't have, you just never imagined this day being where you are today. And if you're not in a place that you're not where you want to be, then that's why I'm talking to you. I want you to begin to embrace you. Just love you right where you are, and in your faults, in your imperfections, in your mistakes, and watch what God will do. Just start being thankful for the little things. Start being grateful for the small things. The Word of God said, do not despise small beginnings. So don't despise small beginnings. We have to start somewhere. Where will you start? Where will you start? And we have to start from the inside out. So a good place to start is what you think of yourself. What are you saying to yourself? That is a good place to start. So when you hear that enemy or that inner critic, because we need to start from the inside out, when that inner critic tells you that you cannot do this, I want you to begin to say, I can do this, and I will. And how will I do it? By making the first step, by doing whatever is possible for me to get this done. And that's a small goal. I don't want you to make a goal where it's so far-fetched, where it will be hard. But I want you to just start with your mind. If we start in our mind and start changing things and change what we're saying, we can begin to embrace her. I want you to become the best you in this month. I want you to begin to embrace her. I want you to begin to accept her. Her is you. This new version, this better version, the best you that you will become by starting out by changing your thoughts, changing what you're saying. Hello to everyone that is coming in. Changing what you're saying about yourself. Looking inward, because in all of that you have been through, and all of that you are going through, it is a special someone on the inside. It is a beautiful person on the inside. You may not feel good on the outside, but on the inside, it's a beautiful woman inside. It's a strong woman inside. It is a woman with a lot of potential on the inside. You got to start believing in yourself. I wanted to come on just to encourage you to begin to embrace her. Begin to love you. I come on often and talk about love thyself, because we need to become the best you, and we need to love thyself, and we need to give ourselves permission to release those negative thoughts, release the past. Your past don't dictate who you are. Your past don't make you who you are today. But it helps you if you learn from your mistake. If you take your mistake, your bad choices, your decision, and change and turn them around for your good. We don't always have to wait on God to do it. We can do it day by day, step by step, being positive, saying nice things to ourselves, being kind. Pat yourself on the back, award yourself, say something nice when you do something. Look in the mirror sometimes and tell yourself how beautiful you are, and tell yourself what a good job that you did. We want people to tell us, but I want you to tell yourself. I want you to face September like never before. That is what I want you to do. We're going to talk about becoming the best you. We're going to talk about facing those things that is holding you fast, because you know why? There is so much more to you, and you are beautiful. And I have to say this all the time, because I didn't think I was beautiful, because I felt like my nose was too big. Because when I was growing up, I always had pimples. I always wanted a nice, beautiful face, nice skin, and I never had those things. And so I beat myself up, but I began to embrace myself and love me just as I was. And when I learned to do those things, it began to change my mind and my eyesight, how I see things, how I viewed me. It's one thing to hear people say that to you, but it's another thing to believe it for yourself. Oh my God. When you believe it for yourself, I tell you, you put your shoulders up, you get this walk about yourself, and you get this strut, you put on your heels, and you become this better version of yourself. You become the best you. You feel good about yourself. You don't wait on nobody to give you an approval. You don't wait on somebody to tell you that you done good or you are beautiful. You look in that mirror and you tell yourself that I am beautiful just as I am. And at your lowest point, sometimes, I'm feeling bad and not good about myself. But God will put somebody in your path and say, you look beautiful today. When you thought that you were not looking good at all, when you thought, oh, my hair is not the best, I just threw something on to come to the store. But God is saying, you're still beautiful just the way you are. You're still beautiful, even though your hair may not be combed, even though you may not be happy with where you are or who you are today. You are still beautiful. You still have something to offer to the earth. Yes, and you are created in His image. And we know that God don't make no mistakes. He said, let us make man in His image. So you got to know that there is some beautiful things that God has uniquely made just for you, about you, all about you. Make September all about me. And let people say that you feeling yourself or you feeling arrogant. And you tell them, I need this. I deserve this. I have a right to feel this way. And what we hear all the time, you can tell the next person, you don't know my story. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know how far I have come. And it's okay. It's okay. We're going to embrace this month. We're going to become the best you. We're going to embrace who we are right where we are. And we'll allow those things that we can't fix. We'll cast all our cares upon God because He cares for you. It's about the heart of the matter. It's about the issues of life that we allow to hold us fast. And we don't have to. Because every battle is not your battle. Every battle is not for you to fight. Some battle is for the Lord. Sometimes it's for us to see where we have come from. That you're not there anymore. But instead, the enemy wants you to believe the lie that you have not grown or things have not changed. That's what the enemy wants you to believe. But sometimes God let those things show up so you can push back and say, that's not who I am anymore. That's not what I do anymore. I have overgrown that. I have overcame that. I don't entertain that. And you can say, that was so good. Give yourself a pat on the back. You can get excited. You can do a praise dance. You can just get happy about it, And the more you start getting happy about the changes that you don't think has happened because you allow the enemy to tell you that you're still that person. Nothing has changed about you. See what you did, even if you made a mistake. No, you got to get up, dust your feet off, dust yourself off, and start all over and do it again. The enemy wants you to believe the lie that you have not changed, or you're not who God say you are, or you have not grown, or things are not different, or I'm fat, I'm overweight, you disappointed in you, and God is saying, I knew that was going to happen. But begin to embrace you right where you are, and watch what God will do. He'll start perfecting those things that concerns you. So what? My nose is big. God perfect those things that concerns me. Now I have a different vision. Now I have a different eyesight. Now I can see out of a better lens. And since we're right there at that point, seeing out of a better lens, I am one when people come to me and I tell them like this. It's like you're being nearsighted and farsighted. And I was thinking about this earlier. We have all of these pocketbooks, and every time we want to change pocketbooks to what we have on, we take what was in our old pocketbook and put all of those things into the new pocketbook. And so this is what we do. We continue to carry all of these things around with us every day. But at some point, we realize the pocketbook is getting too heavy. And that's what we need to realize today. Things are too heavy. I don't have to keep carrying these things. I don't have to keep dealing with these things. I'm going to love me for who I am. I'm going to embrace myself for right where I am. And I'm going to start doing something about it, because God is the one that perfects those things that concerns you. The Word of God said when we pray, and don't you know when you're talking, sometimes you're just sitting here thinking and talking. That's praying. You're talking to God. You're praying to Him, and the Bible tells me that He hears me when I pray. And I'm going to say He hears me when I'm talking. And so, but when you get that special bag, or when the bag get where it's too heavy, and that's where we need to be right now today, that this stuff is too heavy, this is too much, I'm tired, so many years has passed by, I'm still dealing with the same thing. No more. It stops today. And you get that new bag and you begin to empty out the old bag. Sometimes we take, I don't know about you, but have you ever done that before, where you got the bag and you tuck it and you empty everything out and you realize, this has been in there too long. I don't need this. This is old. This is old. I don't want this. I'm going to throw this away. And that's what we need to begin to deal with on the inside of us. While we're embracing, we're changing the way we're thinking. We're changing what we're saying, and we're embracing her. Just right where you are with everything that is going on. But when you begin to see things pop up, say, nope, I'm not dealing with that anymore. Nope, I don't want that anymore. And begin to clean yourself out from the inside. I did say that, but let me rephrase that. That's what I say. Hold up, I didn't say that right. I'm not having a hard day. I am going to have a good day, because this is the day that the Lord has made. I'm going to rejoice in it and be glad in it. I'm not going to let nobody frustrate my day. I'm not going to go another day being mad because of what somebody did to me. I am in control of me. I am in control of what I allow to go on. Because you know, when we allow people to do that, it changes your whole day. Now you teed off all day long. No, you're in control. We're not going to do that. We're going to take our negative and make it a positive. And that's what I do when people come to me. I change your negative. I cause you to see things in a different perspective. I give you a new pair of lens, another way of seeing things, a new way of thinking. I change it. I give you a better picture, a better version of what it can be and what you can do about it. And you leave with confidence. You leave being understanding where you are and what can happen and what you can do and what you're capable of. And it don't have to be like this. It don't have to stay like this. And I was saying, I like to look at it as being nearsighted and farsighted, because when you come talk with me, then your vision is blurry. You all fogged up. You can't see. You're not focused. So many things are going on. Your heart is heavy. You are dealing with the issues of life. But I help you see things out of another lens. It's like when you come to me, you have on these dark shades. And you're just covering up everything. You don't want nobody to see your eyes. And you hardly can see out of them, because wearing dark shades at night don't work. But that's how you walk around in the daytime, as if you got on dark shades. But when you leave from working with me, when you leave from dealing with me and allowing me to help you and coach you and help you to love thyself and become the best you, You leave with a clear vision. You leave with a clear pair of lenses, a new way of thinking. You leave knowledgeable, knowing how to handle your situations, knowing how to speak a different word. See it out of another pair of lens, a new pair of lens. You will no longer be nearsighted or farsighted. You will leave with a 20/20 vision, being clear about what you need to do and how you need to handle it, and feeling confident in yourself and embracing her and loving her. And I don't know about you, but you owe yourself that. You deserve that. God didn't make no mistake when he said, let us make man in his image. He didn't make no mistake. You were uniquely made. If he knew you before you was born in your mother's womb, he knows right where you are today. Embrace her. Be honest to her. Know this. Some things are in your control. Begin to work on those things. But you still got to love you right where you are, even with your messed up self. Embrace her with all your faults, with all your bad habits. Embrace her. Be kind to her. Do something good to her, and you will start feeling good about yourself, and you will feel more motivated to do something about right where you are. My name is LC, coming to you live with Love Thyself, becoming the best you, taking you from hurt to heal, so that you can be made whole and walk in freedom again. God bless you. I love you. Remember, your heart matters. Embrace her today. Do something different. Do something today, tomorrow, that you never would have thought you would. God bless you. I love you. Talk to you later. Have an awesome night. It's a wonderful evening. I'm on the balcony. It's so nice out here. I hope that you have a wonderful night. And I would pray and I would ask God to touch your mindset, to give you strength and to motivate you to do things like never before, to give you courage and a peace of mind. I speak peace into your mind tonight. I speak peace into your spirit. I speak that you can do all things and you can do anything that you set your mind to do. It is in your control. Allow God where you feel God's tugging. If God is tugging on you right now, there is a place that God wants to begin to deal with you. There is something that God wants to do for you. If something I said tonight have agreed with you and have touched you, pay attention to it. Don't ignore it. We ignore, oh, something said, oh, I felt unction. I felt like I should do this. I felt like I should go that way and do this and do that. Do me a favor tonight. Wherever God is tugging on you right now, be obedient. Listen at what he's saying. Do what he's saying to do. Allow him to begin to work on you from the inside out. If he just showed you what you need to deal with, if he showed you where you are, then he's showing you that there is something that you can do about it. He's showing you that he hears you and he knows. And there is something that you can do. Do it today. Do it tonight. I promise you, it don't take long. Just one step. Just one thing. Do one thing tonight. Do one step tonight to become the best you, to love thyself, to be a better version of yourself. If you want a challenge, work on that hard thing, because it's only hard to you, but it's not hard to God. And it's harder to us when we try to do it in our own strength. But I promise you, if you ask God to help you, if you seek him, it will be made easy. He would show you. He will put people in your path. He will put it right in front of you. He will give you ideas. He will give you strategy to do that very thing that you think hard. It's only hard because we're trying to do it in our own strength. It's only hard because you're trying to be wise in your own eyes, because it's I. I'm going to do this. I can't do this. I want that. I. let's start saying, God, help me. God, show me. And then take actions. Don't ask God and then try and still do it in your own way. No. Listen to the still sound voice. Listen to what he's saying. Don't force it. When you're trying to go a certain way and you feel like you shouldn't go or you shouldn't do it, don't force it. Do not force it. Go the way God is saying. Do what God is saying. I promise you, it will be made easy. My yoke is easy and my burdens are light. It's the joy of the Lord is your strength. Not in you. It's the joy of the Lord is your strength. So it's in the strength of the Lord, not in your strength. Because when you become weak, God becomes strong. When you become weak, hello everyone. Thank you all for coming through, stopping by. When you're weak, God is strong. Yield yourself to him. Allow him to help you in September. I want September to be the best month this year. The greatest month. And then we're going to go to the next level, and to the next level, and to the next level. October going to be even greater. November going to be even greater. December, we're going to go out with a bang. Don't let the enemy stop you. Don't give up. It's not time to give up. The time is now to press forward towards the mark, to the high calling of God and what he is calling you to do. Embrace yourself. Embrace where you are. Love on yourself a little this week. Love on yourself tonight. Just take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Cut things short tonight and do something nice for you. Pay attention to you. Embrace you. Embrace her. Become the best you. I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to try to get out. I'm trying, but as I hear, I'm saying, as God is giving it to me, I'm saying, because God is trying to encourage someone that wanted to give up, that don't think they have anything, that don't think they can make it. I am one. I am your example. I didn't think I could have anything. I never thought I'd be in this big, huge house, coming from the hood, never having anything, didn't have money, grow up just with dreams of wishing I had, I wish I had, I wish I could do, I never thought that I could choose a car to drive. I'm not bragging, I'm just showing. When I learned how to embrace myself and to love me, hey Jennifer, thank you for coming on, and to love me and love her and just yield to God and say, okay, I'm tired, you do this, I no longer can do this, you do this. Then I began to love myself and appreciate, and he began to deal with me and show me how to do things and change my life. Now I'm happy. Now I have joy. And the most valuable thing that I love is peace, because I have peace like never before. When I was given the option on my job, when they call me to the front, you know how it is when you're in leadership on your job, your salary, and you is a supervisor / supply chain and all of those things, and they call you to the front. We know most of the time that's not good. Especially we have been hearing rumors on our job, and I don't know who this is for. I don't know why I'm going here, but I was called to the front, and they said, I'm sorry, I forgot to put my phone on notification. And they said, Lawana, we have some changes going on, and we no longer need you. But if you want to go back hourly, you can. We're giving you options. Or if you want severance pay, we're going to give you a couple days to decide. You can think about it and let us know in a couple days what you decide to do. You don't have to tell us now. And you know what was crazy? I had so much peace, it scared me. Because I thought that I should have been panicking, going crazy. I thought that, oh my God, I should be saying, what am I to do? And when they said, And you know, when they are allowing you to leave, they walk you to the door. They walk you to the gate. Somebody in management or leadership, they walk you. And they said to me, and I knew this was God, because they said to me, we're not going to walk you. We're going to let you go. We're just going to let you go on to your car. They normally ask for your badge. They didn't ask for my badge. I still have my badge today. And I was at peace. I was at peace. And I called my husband and I told him what was going on. And he asked me what I wanted to do. So everything was just going too smooth. And I'm thinking, I should be acting up right now, like going crazy, you know. But you got to know God. You got to know Him. You got to have a relationship with Him. And He'll give you peace that passes all understanding. No, I didn't know what I wanted to do or what I was going to do. But as days went by, I realized God had already begun to prepare me for that. I had already began to take coaching classes. And I didn't realize, I thought I was going to use it as a side job for me, my own business, side job, because that's what I love to do. That's what I did on my job. That's what I do every day, all day long. People come to me with their problems. People come to me with their issues. I'm always solving problems on my job, everywhere I go, my family, you know, everybody. So I thought, okay, this is what I'll do. Not knowing that God was setting me up when I am released from my job, that I am going to do this full time. That, you know, full-time ministry is not far-fetched for me. I believe that when they say God is getting ready to do something big, that is what He's getting ready to do. I'm just posturing myself for it. I'm sitting in receiving mode, ready to receive everything that God is wanting to do, ready to receive everything that God is about to do. But we got to change our mind. We got to change our stinking thinking, and we got to get on board with God, and we got to get on the right track. So I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna encourage you to become the best you, to love thyself, to embrace her and be kind to her and say nice things to her until you get it, until you begin to walk confidently in your uniquely self and what God is about to do and what He is already doing. We don't see everything that God is doing. We don't understand everything that God is doing. I don't. Sometimes I'm saying, God, where are you? I can't feel you. I don't see you. But by faith, I got to believe and trust that He's doing something in me. He's doing something for me. Something good is about to happen. Something good is about to happen. Something good is going to happen to me today. I got to trust God. I got to know that God is God all by Himself. And I can't do it without Him. It only takes a little faith. When I walked away from my job, it took a little faith. And God did the rest. This month, the end of this month, thank you. The end of this month, it will be 2 years I have not worked. I have not missed a meal, and I still love God, and I'm still happy. As the song say, I still have joy. I still have joy, and I have not worked in 2 years. But God can do it. So stop beating yourself up. Stop being hard on yourself. Stop putting yourself down. Stop looking for other approvals. Hey, Prophetess Town, stop looking for others' approval. Trust God. Let God approve you. Let God approve it. And I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to myself as well. Because I was one. I have to go, what you think about this? What you think about that? What you think about that? And I began to say, no, I'm going to trust God all the way. I'm going to trust God all the way. With all my imperfections, with all my faults. Just because we're saved doesn't mean that we still don't make mistakes. Doesn't mean that we don't have struggles. Doesn't mean that we're perfect. Nobody perfect but one. And that's Him. I'm going to try this for the third time. God bless you. I am so glad all of you came on. Those that came through. Those that will watch the replay. God bless you. I pray that I have said something that will stir you up for this month to become the best you. to cause you to love yourself even the more and to do something different. Remember, your heart matters and you are in control. I'm leaving this time. I love you. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you.